So we've been over winners. Who are your biggest summer league losers?
I have a few. Probably my biggest summer league loser is Dalton Connect. I mean, what are we talking about, man? Like, you were
Yeah.
a month into last season, he was the rookie of the year favorite, or maybe 2 months after Jeremy McCain got hurt, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, Fell off a cliff, got traded, then didn't get traded, and then like was in the rotation, then wasn't in the rotation, and he had an opportunity not just to showcase something to the Lakers, but like boost your trade value to so where you could actually be traded this time. Um, and I just feel like he did absolutely nothing.
Confidence is shot for
Yeah.
him. Confidence is shot. The biggest one to me, he had some good games. Um, but the one thing we're going to remember from summer league is the poster that Furphy put Noah Singay on. That makes you a loser in my mind.
Yeah, that was a big yeah. Bulls fans have to just be happy he jumped. I guess.
Oh my goodness.
I guess my other big loser player wise, or there's two of them. It was Coop and Ace. I thought Coop looked pretty good the second game. He's clearly going to struggle getting his own look though.
I disagree. Like
Okay.
I think growth has to happen, right? Growth has to happen. But Coop did so many things, does so many things well, and did so many things well. And like, yeah, he wasn't perfect or didn't like his polish as he did in college, all that stuff. Still had that 30-point game,
Yeah.
right? Playing bad.
Yeah.
I think that bodes pretty well for him.
Yeah, I just think say because Ace did too, by the way. Now, granted, I think Ace has struggled to get his own look for a long time, and that's why I was out on Ace, like from a very early perspective. But I was a bit hopeful with NBA spacing, and I guess he technically didn't have that yet. You would see a little growth in it, and we didn't. Um, but I just thought those two struggled to get their own looks again against essentially college opponents, right?
Yeah.
And this was kind of your time to flex your muscle one last time before you are the low man on the totem pole again, and you have to work your way back up. And I didn't see it. The biggest loser to me of all, um, Vegas. Those other summer leagues are where everybody plays at, and then they show up to Vegas and they get shut down immediately.
What
They play.
we need to talk about what happened to Summer League.
It's because they have a million of them. So you play in the California Classic, or you play in Salt Lake, or I don't think Orlando exists anymore. But like
Mm.
you play in these early ones, and you get like 2 or 3 games, and you get to Vegas, and they're like, "Yo, you have 4 games in 5 days." You play in one or two, and then they shut them down. And to me, I mean, for one, I've always kind of thought this. I don't believe that Cooper Flag needs to play in summer league at all. But if you're gonna do something, let's do it. I would rather you just say, "Hey, I'm not playing."
I'm with you. It was the reemergence of the California League and the Salt Lake City League baffled me a little bit because Vegas didn't used to be everybody. I think up until 2017, 2018, like that kind of range. The one year when Lonzo was there and it was like an event was
Mhm.
when they like fully went in on like this is summer league.
Yeah,
This is summer league. And everyone had thought of, when they thought of summer league, they thought of Vegas,
yeah.
but all the teams weren't there. They still had the other ones, and then they made it where all 30 teams were going to be there. And there, I think, was a year or two where there were no other summer leagues, and it was an event. It had everybody playing in it. And then, to your point, guys aren't playing. They're playing one game, not playing hard. They're not. It's not being promoted the same kind of way by ESPN or the NBA, really. I think Summer League was in such a cool spot where it had this unique place in basketball
Hmm.
that was awesome and repeatable and some like an opportunity to really take hold of. And it killed itself.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs. or maybe college football labs, because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out.
Yeah, I think some of it is NIL too. Um, I think the place for Summer League is it's one last time to watch your favorite player. One last time to watch Coleman Hawkins play, right? Maybe not one last time. Maybe he gets more opportunity, but like one last time to watch an RJ Davis or a Caleb Love or some of these guys you've become enamored with over years within college. Like this is your one last opportunity because they will, you know, ain't nobody watching G League, man. Like let's just be honest. I'm not tapped into the Iowa Stampede. I don't even know if that's a real team, but like, and I'm not watching basketball in Europe either. And so it's like one last time to watch your favorite players. And we got away from that because not only are the best players not playing, some of these guys aren't either because we're bringing over guys that like, in respectfully, Darius Baisley was going to be one of my losers too, not because he actually was. I thought Darius Baisley was phenomenal, sensational. Not just through the California Classic, but early in Vegas. And hopefully his injury isn't serious because I think Baisley was getting ready to play himself back into the league.
Mhm.
But the summer league is a lot of those guys now, where it's
Yeah.
just like, and those guys are just respectfully a lot more talented than the fifth year senior who didn't pan out.
This year, and I do not mean this disrespectfully because it's going to be taken that way. And I don't mean it that way. But this year's Summer League felt much more TBT-ish
Hmm.
than NBA-ish.
Yes. Yes.
And that is not a good thing.
Yeah, the idea is this is almost the NBA. You
Right. Or
know,
you're fighting for the NBA. And there are some guys like Baisley who you see that with. There's young guys trying out. This felt much more like we're putting a roster together for this thing.
and some of that I think is NIL, where like guys are sticking around in college longer. Some
Mhm.
of it is the new NBA CBA, where it's like you have to save money, and you don't necessarily want guys playing in this because you'd rather just give them a cheap contract, save money,
Yeah.
get underneath the apron, and you buy yourself time. So I think it's just a combination of where both brands of the sport are at. And both brands have never been more protective of their own product.
Yes.
And before the two products meshed well together, and they're separating at the moment. And Summer League was the middle ground that was the byproduct of that mesh. And now with the two separating, there's nothing left for Summer League really to be. And to be fair, I do want to point out, like the summer league was never like crazy, crazy competitive. It was just something we loved because, like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
J.R. Smith got bored in 2012 or 2013. I don't remember what year it was, and pulled up the summer league and treated it like a pro-am. Uh, and so you can't convince me summer league has a high level competitive brand of basketball, but it used to have a brand of basketball we loved, and
Yes.
it doesn't have that anymore. And I think it's because the two entities have never been more protective of themselves. And I think they're actually trying to fight against each other at the moment. And I don't think it's hurting either product for what it's worth because college has never been in a better place. The NBA has never, in my opinion, is it never been in a worse place, but that has nothing to do with college. It's because they chose to sign a stupid CBA.
Make some really great again. Make some really great again.